Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called The Kitchen. These three women star as three 1978 Hell's Kitchen housewives whose mobster husbands are sent to prison by the FBI. Left with little but an axe to grind, the ladies take the Irish mafia's matters into their own hands, proving unexpectedly adept at everything, from running the rackets to taking out the competition. This is a 2019 film. It is rated R. Runs 102 minutes and stars Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss, among others. You might recognize a couple more people. The Kitchen. Well, of course, this was out last year. It was in theater. I don't know if it was in the big theaters, but it was in the small ones. And of course, I didn't get around to seeing it, so I just saw the first time here a couple months later after it was released in theaters. And I kind of already had my opinion about it, because we saw the previews a lot. They were trying to push a, I don't know, excuse me for my throat, I'm still coughing and stuff, but they were trying to push this with ads on TV, with ads online. It has these big names. They were trying to get people to see it. It is an interesting movie with about the mob and everything, and so I had my opinion kind of going in about knowing what the previews held and knowing what the movie was about and how the characters kind of bounced off of each other in the previews. So I at least had some kind of concept of what was going on before I put this into my player the other night. So, first things first, and I'm just going to keep saying this, is that I really don't care for Tiffany Haddish. I don't know who keeps thinking that she belongs in the spotlight, but I just don't care for her, and I don't know why people are going to see her movies, but she's making a bunch of them, and I just don't care for any of them. So I will say, to be fair, that she is better in this movie. If she can be better, this is like one of her best roles because she actually has to be serious. She actually has things to say that are poignant, but I just don't care for her way of acting, her way of being silly or funny. I just don't care for it. Elizabeth Moss and Melissa McCarthy, however, they are amazing in this movie. I really do care for them, and I really do hope they do more things. And Melissa McCarthy, I'm kind of behind. I appreciate what she's done. I know her Muppet movie wasn't seen as anything, but I kind of thought it was interesting. I was kind of in the minority there, and some of the other things she does, like people don't really buy into it while I do. So I think she really helped out this movie a lot, and I think her way of being the character she was really helped this movie out a lot because she was strong and she was still a good wife and a good mother and everything. So she encompassed everything that that character needed to encompass, and I think that really helped this movie out a lot. As far as the movie goes, yeah, it's about Hell's Kitchen. It's about the mob. It's about, being able to put your influence on people just by talking to them and working out deals, for all kinds of things. And there's a lot in this movie. There really is. That's what makes it really interesting. So, yes, we've seen some of the things that they're talking about before, so it's not very original. But with the women running things, that is kind of interesting. And so it kind of goes into a different vision of a mob movie. There's a couple things here and there, and I don't know. It's like the women don't feel really comfortable doing what they're doing, but we're supposed to be really entertained by seeing, oh, a woman can shoot somebody down in the middle of the daylight too. So I don't know. It just kind of felt awkward. Maybe like they weren't really prepared for these roles. They the way they held their guns and the way they talked to people and walked and everything seemed very very rehearsed, but not very well executed. So if any of that makes sense. Um, a lot of the side characters in this movie, a lot of the side stories in this movie are kind of what make this movie, because it keeps it going, it keeps it interesting, it keeps it, entertaining, it gives us something new every 10, 15 minutes. And that's kind of what I liked about this, is not so much these three ladies, but everything else that's going on at the same time. The people that they bring in, the people that come out, the people that are, in jail or not. That's what really makes this movie interesting, is everything that has going on in it at the same time. I just it's kind of throwing us a lot of stuff at once. So if you're open to a movie that has a lot of stuff going on, that has very fluid with the language, maybe not needed all the time, but it's effective for what it needs, I guess, is the thing to say, then I think this is the movie for you. Not everybody's going to want to watch this movie because of the language, because of the awkwardness between the characters. This is not Charlie's Angels. This is not, some kind of female revolution movie. This is just three ladies that want to get together and tell the story of what happens, in a mob situation when women are kind of taken over. And it very much feels like that. It very much feels kind of stagnant and awkward, and that's just the word for it. So I did like this movie. I did enjoy parts of it. I did enjoy a lot of factors in it. And it's a complete movie. It's well done. There's a lot going on, and they handle it well. So I can't suggest it for everybody, but I can say that you might enjoy parts of it if you're open to watching and just seeing what it has to deal with. So I'll give The Kitchen a B minus. Just kind of be weary of what the material holds, and don't be surprised by much because it's not a very original concept. A B minus for The Kitchen. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.